Welcome, 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 my mainstream TV family. This is the very first episode. Let's make it happen. First and foremost, take care of our business. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, get all the notifications. Make sure we run it up. Let's run up these numbers. 2025, brand new channel, new content. We're going to run it up. Now here with mainstream TV, we're going to give you that unbiased stuff. We're not going to be sugarcoating, babying people. If I'm a fan of somebody, I'm going to tell it like I tell it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, because I'm a fan, I'm going to give y'all like soft content. Nah, I'm giving y'all hardball content all day, every day. Not let nobody off the hook because they shouldn't be off the hook. Somebody valid, we gonna say they valid. Somebody cap, we saying they cap. With that being said, the very first show I wanted to bring to y'all, I wanted to talk about something from 2024. It's the Jay-Z Diddy situation. When Jay-Z was added to the Diddy allegations. Everybody was cool with the allegations, with just Diddy. But once Jay-Z got thrown in there, people went up in an uproar. People defending. I don't even know him, wasn't even around those times. But I'm not judging nobody. I'm not saying Diddy, Jay-Z, anybody's guilty. I don't know what really happened. The only thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to go over Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, his press briefing he did. I just want to go over that. Because he did a press briefing, and I just want to break down, do the pros and cons, look at it, see if he's capping or is he dropping facts. Is he giving real information or not? That's what I'm going to do. So with that being said, let me start out by playing this video, the audio of Jay-Z's attorney at his press briefing. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in and give my 2 cents. So here's the video of the audio of Alex Spiro talking about Jay-Z, what happened.
When you're trying to evaluate whether something occurred, you have to look at different pieces of the narrative. The location, where it happened, the witnesses, who were they, what did they say, the details. The details are very important in time. So we start off with the location. And according to their complaint, after approximately 20 minutes, she arrived at a White House with a U-shaped driveway and a gate. There is no such location in New York, 20 minutes from Radio City. It does not exist. There is no such location. We don't know whether they created a location in order to try to get jurisdiction in New York so they could bring this case in New York, or whether they just didn't do their homework. But any New Yorker knows there is no such location. Beyond that, this was supposed to have taken place at Mr. Combs' after party, according to them. When you look at the homes associated with Mr. Combs during that period of time, and even not during that period of time, none of them matches. He had a townhouse, he had a house in the Hamptons hours away, and he had homes in New Jersey, but not at that time. None of the homes work, the location doesn't work, because this never happened. And again, when you really bear down on the location and his whereabouts, you quickly realize, because if there's photographic evidence and witnesses are coming forward, that Mr. Carter was at a commercial establishment.
Okay, let's stop it right there. First things first. All Spiro did just now was give an opinion. That's it. There's no facts. He gave no facts. He's making it seem like he said every New Yorker knows there's no house, a White House with a U-shaped driveway, whatever, 20 minutes. That's an opinion. Okay, y'all? That's an opinion. That's not a fact. We don't know. Second, he's going off for the fact of 20 minutes. which was said that it's approximately 20 minutes, 25 minutes, approximately. He's trying to lock it down to exactly 20 minutes. Can't do that because approximately. So when you say approximately, that is not an exact time. So now you have to look outside that 20 minutes that you looked at, Spiro. You can't just say there's no home within 20 minutes. Did you look 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 35, 40 minutes? Approximate time. It's not an exact time. When you're driving, I drive. So if you're a driver and you've driven someone and you got customers sometimes and you go long distances and you might drive 45 minutes, 35 minutes, and you weaving, you're not driving reckless, but the back streets and things like that. Somebody could be like, hey, that was a short trip. You can make 35, 40 minutes feel like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Because you might be conversating, you might be listening to music, distracted, whatever it is. But just because this alleged victim said, approximately 20, 25 minutes, that doesn't mean it took exactly 20 minutes. Because he's going exactly 20 minutes. He said approximately. So you can get from radio music talk to maybe Long Island, right through the Midtown Tunnel, jump on the Long Island Expressway, and you can get to Long Island 30, 35 minutes, 40 minutes. Be in. Might get there 25, 30. It might seem short. It might seem like a short trip. So he can't say there's no homes that fit that description. Who said it's exactly white? Houses can look different depending on the lighting, where it's at. It's nighttime. Some yellow houses could look white. Blue houses, light blue houses could look white. Gray houses could look white. Tan houses could look white. So saying that there are no houses that fit that description, you have to give facts. You just can't say that. He just gave an opinion. He didn't give no facts. You just can't say there are no houses. Where did you look? Show us where you look. Show us all the houses you checked. Give us your sources. How many houses did you look at? And if you're only saying 20 minutes, why are you stopping at 20 minutes? You can't stop at 20 minutes. You got to go 20, 25, 30 minutes. But he want to make it only 20 minutes because that might work for him and his client. We don't know. But what I do know, you could still be in New York because they want the case out of New York. That's why they file a motion because of the Victims Act and things like that in New York. That's one of the motions of dismissal. It didn't happen in New York. But the thing is, it either happened or it didn't happen. So if it didn't happen, the jurisdiction shouldn't matter. Because if you don't know where it happened at, then that's null and void. You can't just say there's no house in 20 minutes in New York. I can get to somewhere maybe knowing the city faster than somebody who don't. So the trip might be 35 minutes, 40 minutes. But I can do it in 25, 30 minutes because I know the back streets. Or it could have taken 40 minutes. But if you're distracted, you're not paying attention to time. So on that point, as far as the 20 minutes and no homes, He lose me on that. So I can't agree with him. I'm not saying Jay-Z and Diddy is guilty. I'm just saying is when it comes to Alex Spiro on that point, he gave no facts. And I don't agree with him on that point. The next point he did was he said Diddy didn't own any homes that fit that description during that time. That's another opinion. Where are your facts? He gave no documentation, no deeds of all the homes Diddy owned at that time. So you can't make that statement. But he's representing his client, so of course that's what he's going to do. And a lot of people that's going to out there that are worshipers are going to eat that up. Because I'm a Diddy fan, I'm a Jay-Z fan, but I'm not a worshiper. So the difference between a fan and a worshiper is I only want to hear your music. When it comes to Diddy, Jay-Z, I just want to hear your music. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care who your wife or your girlfriends are. I don't care who you sleeping with legally. I don't care. That's none of my business. As a worshiper, they want to know everything. To do no wrong. I'm not saying they did any wrong, but even when that celebrity worship do wrong, you see no wrong. So if I see something wrong, I'm calling it out. That's what we do at mainstream TV. We calling it out. We highlighting the stuff that we feel is wrong. And right now, Jay-Z's attorney just gave a whole lot of opinion that he's trying to pass off as facts. Those are not facts. They are not facts. Also, let's just stay on the topic where he says Diddy didn't own a home at that time that fit that description. We all know these celebrities rent homes. So that after party didn't have to take place if it took place. I'm not saying it took place. But if it did take place, it didn't have to happen at one of the homes that Diddy owned. We all know through history, it's been noted, Diddy has rent homes, Jay-Z has rent homes for whatever the occasion. They rent properties. So he could have rented a property. Could have rented a property. We don't know. And we're not saying they did or didn't, but I'm just saying is the VMAs, Diddy had an after party somewhere. Outside of this establishment that they're trying to say they were at. It was an after party for the after party somewhere. So all those people who party that night at the after party, let us know where you partied at. Where was the house? Diddy ain't going to no VMAs not partying. I don't think so. That's an opinion. That's not a fact. Saying I don't believe Diddy's a party guy. Even if he went to a commercial establishment, it's known that Diddy has his own after parties. But why would anything change that night? This is like at the height of Bad Boy. You know, 2000. Bad Boy is still on fire. But just to back up what I'm saying as far as we don't know if Diddy owned a house, rented a house, Jay-Z, whoever, if it happened, a lot of times when you're going through situations, all you got to do is sit back and let some evidence come out, some truth reveal, something in the dark come to the light, and people were telling themselves. So for instance, let me bring you guys back for a second. Diddy's son, King Combs. His pops got locked up He was in his feelings. So what he did, he go and do a freestyle. People might say, what the freestyle got to do with what's going on now? Because when you're emotional, sometimes you tell truth. Now, I'm not saying this is true, but I'm just saying sometimes you may tell the truth. But I want y'all to listen to something and tell me what you think about Mr. King Combs. Okay, listen to this. Just listen. Cue it up.
Knock them walls down like when them Fetty boys ran in both our cribs. Too bad they ain't know we bought the one next door, cause that's the one they miss.
Y'all hear what he just said? Knock those walls down like when them Fetty boys ran into our crib. Too bad they missed the one next door. That's the one they brought. The one they brought next door, that's the one they missed. He said, they missed the one we brought next door, that's the one they missed.
This bitch. Knock them walls down like when them Fetty boys ran in both our cribs. Too bad they ain't know we bought the one next door, cause that's the one they miss.
This dude is snitching on his pops, dry snitching. Come on. You mad because they saying no Diddy, so you got to jump out there. You got to play hero. You got to jump out there and play hero. But you're doing more harm than good. You're doing more harm than good. Because you're telling people y'all rent homes. You have homes that we don't know about. The feds don't know about. Because if the feds knew about that home, they would have raided that one too. Probably. They didn't even tell them, allegedly, that they was raiding the homes. Like, they didn't even tell the people inside the feds. That's the story out there. Like, they saying that Diddy has possible connections. So, they didn't want Diddy to give the upper hand that they was coming. So they did like a little rogue operation, allegedly. Not even letting certain people in the feds know they was going to do this raid. But they didn't want Diddy tipped off. Which my thing and my assumption is, if Diddy allegedly has connections with the feds, I would assume, I don't know for a fact, but I mean, I would assume Jay-Z also has connections with the feds. Quite sure he got people in the feds. Maybe it was him that organized the raid on Diddy homes. I don't know. I'm just saying allegedly. I don't know none of this. I'm not saying they guilty or anything. I'm just saying if they saying and they reporting that Diddy might have connections in the feds, I'm quite sure Jay-Z billionaire status will give him connections with the feds as well. So now he got his son out here being emotional, spilling the beans. Like, bro, come on. These are not my words. Nobody asked him to say this. He said it. So that takes another. That gives Spiro another strike. Because he tried to say 20 minutes. Every New Yorker knows that's an opinion. Diddy don't own no homes around that time that fit that description. That's an opinion. We don't know that to be sure. We don't know that to be true. He gave no facts. He's giving an opinion. So right now, Jay-Z's attorney is doing what he's supposed to do, which is throw things out there the worshipers is going to take and act like he gave some gospel, and he gave nothing. He gave nothing. Just an opinion. Yo, he did his thing. He killed it. Nah, he didn't. was all fluff. He just gave, that's all cap. So I don't agree with those things right now. So far when it comes to this press briefing, no. Because he said he's trying to buckle down on the 20 minutes. Now, anybody from New York, right? A lot of us know. I'm not saying everybody. But 20 minutes hit different in New York. It hit different. Ask somebody from the boroughs, Long Island, somewhere, and ask them what time they're picking you up. They're going to tell you 20 minutes, right? But ask somebody who lived there, who's lived there. Somebody say they're picking you up in 20 minutes. What time are they really going to pick you up? They're not picking you up in 20 minutes. They're not. They're not. You're going to be picked up about 35, 45 minutes later, minimum. Ain't no exact times in New York City. We don't do that. We don't do that. They said approximately. But he's trying to make it exactly 20 minutes. So nah, I can't agree with you. Nah, we can't agree on that. That he didn't own no homes. We heard his son. We heard King Combs. But we can't agree on that. So there's a couple of things right now. Spiro's batting like 0 for 2, 0 for 3 right now on his press briefing. But if you listen to the worshipers, they'll tell you he on fire. He killed this. He gave proof. I'm just waiting to see what property Busby finds. Because he can go like from Radio City Music Hall, he can go from there to Long Island and possibly find a property if it's real. Or he can go from Radio City Music Hall and go towards upstate, like towards Westchester, going up that direction and find a property that's, 25, 35, 45 minutes away that could feel like a 20, 25 minute ride. So just interesting to see what type of proof he has and what he provides. If he provides it in discovery or if it goes to trial, then we'll see all the evidence. That's what I'm waiting for.